Everyone knows that Japan is an economic superpower in electronics and technology because of how advanced its technology is. Many people think that Japan is one of the most advanced countries when it comes to robotics. It is also home to many of the most successful robotics companies in the world, such as Mitsubishi and Kawasaki. Because of COVID, Japanese robots are even more useful and in demand. They help in the medical field, they help clean, and they can even just keep people who are quarantined company. Robots come in many shapes and sizes, and they can be used for many different things. In this video, we are going to talk about Japan's fully functioning robots ever created. Number 1. Pepper. Pepper is a social robot made by SoftBank that can do many things. It can talk to people and gather information from those conversations so that it can give them information, advice, and suggestions. Pepper has worked in a lot of different places, like as a teaching assistant in schools, a cheerleader at sporting events, and a server in restaurants, where she took orders and made suggestions to customers. SoftBank Robotics said in June of 2021 that they would no longer make Pepper robots. Number 2. Paro. The robotic seal named Paro was made with the idea of pet therapy in mind. It has been used in hospitals and care centers to help patients feel less stressed out and anxious. Paro has fur and whiskers, and it can also be taught to recognize and respond to its own name. When it is petted, it acts just like a real animal would. Guinness World Records called it the world's most therapeutic robot because it helps people with dementia. Number 3. Ugo. Ugo is a robot that is made to help with housework. It does things a maid would, like taking care of your laundry, but it can also be controlled by a remote worker. It helped a lot during COVID, and its newest feature lets the robot use ultraviolet light to clean surfaces. It came in very handy during COVID because of this. Number 4. OctoChef. OctoChef is a robot that can make takoyaki, a popular dish in Japan that is made of balls of butter with finely chopped octopus in them. OctoChef can quickly and effectively put the batter into takoyaki molds. It is just one of a number of robots made specifically for cooking that have come out in the past few years. Number 5. Aibo. Aibo is a robot friend that looks like a dog. Since it was first made, it has gone through a number of design changes. The most recent one gives it the most lifelike look yet. As a pet robot, Aibo's main job is to make people happy by being with them. Aibo imitates what it would be like to own and raise a real dog by learning about its surroundings over time and developing its own unique personality and habits. Number 6. Henna Hotel and Cafe Robots. There are robots working at both the Henna Hotel and its newest addition, the Henna Cafe. Robots greet guests and help them with things like checking in, placing orders, and getting coffee. Who wouldn't want the chance of a lifetime to stay at a hotel that was run by a dinosaur? Number 7. Kurobo. Kurobo is what an orbital robot looks like in Japan. Its main goal was to give astronauts someone to talk to while they were in space. Because Toyota worked on its voice system, Kurobo can talk to people and give them something to look forward to. Since Kurobo came back to Earth from its mission in space, Toyota has been working hard to make the Kurobo Mini, a smaller version of Kurobo that can go with you on your daily tasks. Number 8. Asimo. Asimo was made by the company Honda. This two-legged robot can walk and run on its own, and can also jump, pour drinks, and walk. It can tell the difference between different sounds and faces. Asimo is so smart that it can understand even Japanese Sign Language. Honda has decided to stop making Asimo robots as of the year 2018. This is so that it can focus on more useful ways to use its technology, such as in the medical field. Number 9. Hinotori. Hinotori is a robotic assistant that was made to move like a person, so that surgery could be done more quickly. Surgeons can operate on Hinotori from a faraway location while looking at 3D photos at the same time. At the moment, only people in Japan can use it. Number 10. Androids. The idea of androids, which are a mix between people and machines, comes straight from science fiction. They can move like people and have their own personalities and appearances that are different from ours. It is well known that Hiroshi Igworid, one of the most famous people who made these robots that look like people, made a copy of himself. He is known as one of the most famous people who make these robots that look like people. He wants to make robots that are fully self-aware one day, so all of his work goes towards that goal. One of his characters, Erika Aoi, is now working as a newscaster for Nippon Television Network. She makes people laugh by telling jokes and giving the news. And there are talks about her being in a new science fiction movie. What can we learn from Japan? Japan has a complicated relationship with technology because people there have a more philosophical view of robots and AI. In contrast, people in the West tend to think that robots and AI are dangerous. At a Buddhist temple that is almost 400 years old, visitors can take a slow walk through peaceful stone gardens, relax with a cup of tea, and learn about Buddhism from a unique priest named Mindar, who is an android. It has a calm expression and doesn't look like either an old person or a young person, nor does it look like a man or a woman. Aside from the realistic skin on its head and upper torso, it looks unfinished and industrial, with exposed tubes and machinery. Mindar's philosophical knowledge, on the other hand, is very advanced. This is clear from the way he talks about the Heart Sutra, a difficult Buddhist book. If you had to find this robotic priest, you might not need more than one guess to figure out that it is in Japan, at the beautiful Kodai-ji Temple in the city of Kyoto. Japan has been known for a long time to be the country that builds and interacts with humanoid robots with more passion than any other. Even though this image is sometimes blown out of proportion in other countries, contrary to what alarmist headlines might have you believe, Japanese homes and businesses are not full of robots. There is some truth to it. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more.